Dear children, today we are going to start with the discussion on annotations and short questions based on the poem You Start Dying Slowly, written by Pablo Neruda. In the previous sessions, we had seen the introduction to the poet Pablo Neruda and the analysis of the poem You Start Dying Slowly. So, after understanding the poem, answering annotations and short questions would be easier. So, to start with, we will start with the annotation. And when we get the lines from a poem to write the answer on annotation, as we have already discussed in the previous poems, we need to give the correct title of the poem and the poet's name from which the lines are taken. Now, annotations will be for 5 marks each in the examination. Out of 5 marks, 2 marks will be allotted for the name of the poet and the poem. So, you need to start your answer by giving the name of the poem and the name of the poet. Now, the sample which is shown in this slide is directly picked from the text. So, if you have the textbooks in front of you, you can get the clear idea about what I am talking about. And now we'll see how this annotation is answered. You start dying slowly when you kill your self-esteem, when you do not let others help you. So these are the lines taken from the poem. So when you start the answer, this is how you start. The above lines are from the poem You Start Dying Slowly by the Chilean poet Pablo Neruda. So the first sentence itself will take the name of the poet and the poem. So for this particular sentence, you will get 2 marks, easy 2 marks. So be very sure about the title of the poem and the poet. Now after this, you are going to talk about the explanation of the lines. When you have to explain the lines, you will have to say who said these lines, to whom it is addressed, and in what context it is said, and the meaning of the lines should be given in the next part. So that explanation goes this way. The lines speak of the importance of self-esteem in our life. The poet tells us that when we lose our self-esteem, we lose confidence and we become lesser human beings. When this happens, we begin to die slowly. The poet is speaking metaphorically. And the third line, the poet speaks of the importance of seeking help from others. This will guard us from ego. The lines convey the message that we should be confident but not egotistic. So in this explanation, you can see that the speaker is the poet himself and he is addressing to the readers. So he is addressing the entire poem to the readers. You here means the readers, the one who reads the poem. Now the explanation is very clearly given in the annotation answer. So this is how you need to answer the question. So out of 5 marks, you can get maximum of 4 to 4.5 marks if everything is correct. Grammatical errors should be avoided. Explanation should be up to the mark. Don't give too much explanation in the annotation, as it is for 5 marks. 2 marks have already gone for the name of the poet and the poem. So the rest 3 marks is for the explanation. As already discussed, annotation in Kannada means Sandarbha Sahita Vivarisi. Yaru yarige helidaru, yavaga helidaru. So all these questions should be addressed while answering the question on annotation. I hope this is clear when you have to answer the annotations. Now we will move to the questions where your answers should be either in a word or a phrase or a sentence. Short question answers. So the questions which will take short answers. So here in the question paper, your first section in the question paper is this particular category of questions where you have questions to answer either in a word or a phrase or a sentence. So the questions which are picked from the text you can see here. What happens to a person if he does not listen to the sounds of life? You can directly pick the answers from the text most of the times. He starts dying slowly. So it's clearly given in the poem, so there is no confusion here. Now the second question, why should one pursue dreams? Now the answer is to live a meaningful life. As previously discussed again, the questions can be either referential questions or inferential questions. Now we had actually discussed referential and inferential questions in previous sessions with respect to the comprehension passage. Now that knowledge can be applied whenever you get the questions anywhere. Questions are of two types, inferential and referential. Referential questions are the ones where you can directly get the answer from the text by referring to the text. Inferential questions are the ones where you need to read the text, understand and infer the answers. That is, you have to draw the answers, frame the answers by yourselves and then give. So the second question is inferential because the answer is directly not seen in the poem. You will have to understand and frame the answer. Now the third question, what does make your eyes glisten and heart beat fast refer to? Again, one more inferential question you have. So the meaning of that particular phrase is something which makes life thrilling and interesting. Now the fourth one, you have a yes or no question. According to the poet, should we risk what is safe for the uncertain? Yes is the answer, which could be seen in the poem. He has clearly said so. Now moving on to the next question, what are we supposed to run away from at least once in a lifetime? So here is a referential question. Towards the end of the poem, you get the answer for this question. Sensible advice is the answer. Sensible advice is the one from which we have to run away at least once in a lifetime. So you don't have to be very organized all the time. Once in a while, you can go out of the boundaries, out of the way, once in a while. Now the next question, what happens if we continue to do only the routine work? Now he says, life becomes monotonous and boring. This is an inferential question where you don't get the answer directly from the poem. After reading the poem, your understanding of the poem will help you to give this answer. Now the seventh one, what should we do if we are not happy with our job or love? He says, change them. It is again directly, you can see it from the poem. Now these are all the questions which are given in the text, 7 questions for which your answers are short. Don't be too descriptive, be very precise when you answer this because it's a 1-mark question. So be very precise. To answer these questions, you should be familiar with every word, every line in the text. To answer the annotation and short question and answers, your knowledge of the every line of the text is essential. So this is clear, I believe, and we will meet in the next session with a discussion on language components. Thank you very much.